created a new gadget, the Pickles Voice Frequency Modular 5000. This item enables people to throw their voice or sound like someone else. When Angelica has a try, she sounds just like her mother, Charlotte. Stu and Dee Dee plan to go to the Wonderful World of Wicker seminar, while Charlotte goes on to a meeting, relieve the kids in Grandpa Lou's care, as long as he doesn't fall asleep. Dee Dee suggests that he order from Zippy Snappy Home Delivery Deli for something to eat. She asks Lou to not order any junk food, as she, Stu, Drew, and Charlotte are trying to take care of Tommy and Angelica's teeth. She threatens to take Lou's teeth away if he doesn't comply with this request. Lou agrees with this, while Tommy's worried about Lou after he overheard their conversation. After the parents leave, Lou shows Angelica the speed dial phone and has her dial the deli. Lou then orders a healthy lunch of bologna sandwiches on white bread with extra mayo for Tommy and Angelica, some steamed carrots with a side of cottage cheese for himself, and for dessert, some baked apples for everybody, all paid with the Pickles account. Angelica's upset about the dessert that she's getting, but Lou repeats what Dee Dee said to him. No junk food, or he will lose his teeth. Angelica stares at the phone with a grin, thinking of an idea. After they had lunch and are eating their baked apples, except for Angelica, who's refusing to eat her apple, Lou falls asleep after telling Tommy about the time when he first ate baked apples with his grandfather. Relieved to hear her grandpa is finally asleep, Angelica goes to the phone and uses the speed dial button to call the deli again, asking for a big bag of double fudge chocolate chip cookies to be sent to the Pickles' house, much to Tommy's horror. Tommy tries to tell Angelica to stop those cookies because of his mother's warning about taking Lou's teeth away, but she ignores him and really tells him, "Quiet!" When the deli explains that they only take orders from adults, Angelica uses Stu's invention to pretend to be her mother, Charlotte. When the deli recites their dessert menu to Angelica, she proceeds to order every dessert item, including flan, and hangs up. Another idea, she calls her home where Drew is working on his paperwork as Charlotte. Angelica tells Drew that since Angelica's been so good lately, he should go to Toy City and get Angelica the new and very expensive Cynthia Ultra Mega Play World that she's been wanting for so long. Drew initially resists, but Angelica, sounding like Charlotte, yells at him to do it and then hangs up. After this, Tommy is outraged and threatens to wake Lou up so he can stop the delivery that Angelica ordered, but she traps him inside of an upside-down laundry basket and then places a heavy box of Sudzo laundry soap on top of it to prevent Tommy from knocking the basket away and waking Lou. Afterwards, Angelica starts calling up every way she knows, using Stu's invention, and apparently requesting more stuff she likes. When the deli truck arrives, Angelica uses a voice changer, as well as a portrait of Dee Dee that she holds up to the mail slot, make the man leave the delivery by the door and go away. As the delivery man leaves, the screech of the van wakes Lou up. After freeing Tommy from under the laundry basket, Lou is horrified when he discovers that Angelica used Stu's invention to get the desserts he refused to order from her by impersonating Charlotte. While Lou is trying to straighten things out, Dee Dee calls him and says that due to a very serious splinter incident, the Wonderful World of Wicker seminar was canceled. As such, she and Stu are on their way home. Just then, the doorbell rings and Lou sees it's Drew with some kind of big box. Angelica is pleased to hear that her father got her the Cynthia Ultra Mega Play World, and a horrified Lou is even more mortified that Angelica also called her father with Stu's invention. He asks, "Who else did you call?" To which she replies, "Nobody." Lou then tells Angelica to hide while she takes care of the situation. While Lou is talking with Drew, who's irritated about having to get the toy Charlotte ordered to get him, some cream-filled pastries fall out of a hole in the bottom of the deli bag that Lou is holding. Suddenly suspicious, Drew asks his father, "Angelica hasn't been eating sweets, has she?" Lou lies by saying that he ordered himself some dessert while the kids were napping, before offering Drew a raspberry-flavored one. Suddenly, Chaz, Betty, Howard, Chucky, Phil, and Lil arrive with presents, causing Lou to retreat back into the house as he's confused why they're all here. Angelica tells Lou that she called them too, further angering him. He asks if she called anybody else, to which she assures him that she didn't. Lou goes back out to take the toy and tries to get rid of Drew, giving him the bag of desserts. Just as Drew tries to tell his father that he does not like cream-filled pastries, the other adults come over and Chaz asks Drew if they're not too late for Angelica's surprise party. Now confused as well as suspicious, Drew confirms that Angelica's birthday is not for another 6 months. When Stu, Dee Dee, and Charlotte arrive, causing Lou to retreat back to the house again. Inside, even more frantic than ever, Lou grabs Tommy and Angelica to get rid of and tells Angelica to get rid of all the junk food while he keeps them busy. Once he exits the house, Lou tells everyone that he's taught Tommy how to dance and moves Tommy around to make it look like he's dancing. Drew is even more confused and suspicious since his father told him the kids were napping. She rolled her eyes and is surprised to see Drew in her in-laws' house to the point where she asked her husband, "What are you doing here?" Steve said, "I guess I'm here for this big surprise party that you didn't even tell me about." A confused and suspicious Stu turns to his father and says, "Pop, what's going on?" Drew backs Stu up by asking Lou, "Yeah, what is going on? Can somebody tell me what's going on?" The other confused and suspicious adults join in with protests of, "Yeah, what's going on?" As Lou tries to make excuses, they all back him inside enough for them to see Angelica on the floor eating the pastries, cookies, eclairs, pies, and donuts, thinking that Lou meant eat the food when he said get rid of it. An angry Dee Dee demands to know what happened here, and Stu also angrily asks Lou if he fell asleep again. Feeling guilty for Lou getting in trouble with his parents because of Angelica betraying their trust, Tommy spots the voice changer. He has an idea to expose Angelica's misdeeds while Lou tries to explain the situation. As Angelica tries to tell everyone to just forget about since families being together is what matters importantly. Tommy holds the voice changer to her mouth and makes her sound like Charlotte again, revealing what indeed has been going on. Angelica asks why everyone is looking at her. Drew, the DeVilles, and Chaz realize that Angelica is the one who really made those calls they got from Charlotte. Later, Stu locks the voice changer away in a safe containing some of his other inventions to stop Angelica from pulling what she did again. Stu tells Tommy that the voice changer has proven to be one invention that mankind just isn't ready for, and they leave the basement. Meanwhile, Angelica is in the kitchen and being forced to eat flan, which she has discovered she doesn't like, as punishment for what she did. Angelica protests, but Charlotte firmly responds, since Angelica ordered the flan, she will eat it. Angelica grumbles how much she didn't know flan would be so yucky, reluctantly eats it. Whilst Blue, with his teeth confiscated as punishment for falling asleep when he was supposed to be watching the kids, explains that at least you can eat it without your teeth, which he does with enjoyment. Dee Dee notices that Grandpa Lewis set up and decorated the Christmas tree and hung the stockings over the fireplace. Dee Dee makes a comment about the amount of shopping days left before Christmas, but Lou says it's for the annual Pickles Christmas in December photo. Dee Dee points out he usually does this in October, but Grandpa Lou reminds her that our pictures will never be ready until February. Thus, taking them in August will hopefully get them developed in time. Dee Dee has no problem with this. Though she's planning to donate some of Tommy's old toys later that day, she does, however, fret about what the pictures will look like, as Stu apparently always knows when the picture is taken, ruining the photo. From the playpen, the babies notice the tree and think it's Christmas time again, but they notice the weather is significantly different this time, especially when compared to the conditions at the cabin, and worry that Santa won't realize it's Christmas and will forget to bring presents. The solution: find a way to make it snow. Tommy decides they need to write a letter to the weatherman, believing that the weatherman decides the weather will be for the day. The reason he believes this is part of Stu is because Stu gets angry at the weatherman when his reports are wrong. They find a piece of paper and do their best to write on it. When they get an envelope, Phil and Lil both want to lick it. They start to argue before Tommy says they can both lick it. Downstairs, Stu puts a load of laundry into the washing machine. Despite Dee Dee warning him not to overload the machine yet again, he does just that when she's not looking. Upstairs, the babies put their letters in the mail slot. They run to the window and wait. Nothing happens. It's still hot and sunny outside, and they fret it will never snow and Christmas will be ruined. Back downstairs, the overloaded washing machine manages to knock over the box of Sudso detergent, and the soap flakes are sucked into the air vent. Soon, soap flakes are flying out of the vents and all over the house, particularly the living room. The babies believe it to be snow and cheer. At that moment, Grandpa Lou enters the room dressed as Santa Claus, carrying a box of soon-to-be-donated toys. He trips and drops the box, causing Tommy and the others to believe that Santa has brought them presents. Chucky notices these toys are quite familiar, but the others don't care. The grown-ups, meanwhile, are confused as to why there are soap flakes everywhere, but it'll let it slide because it will make the photos more festive. Soon, it's picture time, as Dee Dee predicted. Stu moves every time Grandpa Lou takes their photo, till Dee Dee tells Stu to stop moving. This time, Stu is still while Dee Dee is blurred in the photo.